The names of Rodgers and Hammerstein were ahead of the title for the recent staging of Cinderella at the Fox, but Douglas Carter Beane made just as important a contribution to this charming production. He wrote a new book for the 2013 Broadway revival of the show, which was first presented on television in 1957. In As Bees in Honey Drown and The Little Dog Laughed, Beane proved himself to be a most intelligent writer with a distinctly contemporary point of view. Not surprisingly, he was up to meeting the main challenge of reviving Cinderella today, remaining true to the classic story without embracing outmoded traditional gender roles. The Rodgers and Hammerstein score is still solid, with outstanding numbers such as In My Own Little Corner and 10 Minutes Ago. Beane created a prince and a princess for the 21st century. When we first meet Prince Topher, he proves his mettle in the traditional role of a prince by slaying a dragon, but During Do doesn't satisfy him. He's at sea about what kind of a king he wants to be. He finds his direction through Cinderella. His first meeting with her isn't at a ball, but near her home, where her kindness makes the deepest impression. One thing the prince and Cinderella have in common in Beane's script is that they're both orphans. The king and queen in the original TV version are gone. A royal advisor named Sebastian has raised Beane's prince and has ruled the kingdom oppressively. Rising up against this misgovernment is the mission of another new character, a comic rebel named Jean-Michel, who is a combination of Model the Tailor and Perchik the Revolutionary in Fiddler on the Roof. Jean-Michel is in love with one of Cinderella's stepsisters. Only one of them is evil in this version. Beane is clear about why Cinderella doesn't want the prince to see her without her magical finery. The loss of the glass slipper is an especially important moment because it isn't an accident. Cinderella takes charge of her life by losing the slipper on purpose. At the end, Cinderella enables the prince to find fulfillment as a just ruler of his kingdom. Gina Rattan's direction of the tour was based on Mark Brokaw's direction on Broadway. The action moved fluidly thanks to quick changes of the fanciful scenery by Ana Luizos under Kenneth Posner's lighting. Even quicker were Cinderella's changes into her ball costumes by William Ivy Long. These moments were pure theater magic. The mostly young cast of this non-equity tour performed very capably. Tatiana Luboff was Cinderella, Louis Griffin was the prince, Christopher Sonn was Sebastian, Leslie Jackson was the fairy godmother, Corbin Williams was Jean-Michel, Sarah Smith was the stepmother, Nicole Zelka was the good stepsister, and Joanna Johnson was the bad one. The ensemble was very impressive in Lee Wilkins' choreography for the tour, based on the choreography of the original by Josh Rhodes. Children will learn the right lessons from this Cinderella. Parents will simply enjoy it.
Yes, they will. It's especially the costumes were quite lovely. But as you say, the Douglas Carter Beane's treatment of the story makes it something we can live comfortably with, I think. And we certainly can enjoy listening to some of that music.